Welcome to 734 Games, and this is Game Time. And this is your host, Tom, and today we're playing Detroit Become Human. But before we get started with the fun stuff, my nephew is getting cancer treatments. His Gofundme is in the description. Any money given to this channel on Bitchute will go to that, and please check out the Gofundme in the description. Now let's get started with Detroit Become Human by Quantic Dreams.
Oh, feels like somebody's playing with a drill inside my skull. You sure this is the place?
It's the address in the report.
Right. Okay. Let's get going. Jesus. Sexiest androids in town. Now I know why you insisted on coming here.
So let's talk about Detroit Become Human, a game by Quantic Dreams that came from a tech demo by Quantic Dreams called Kara back in 2012. Now, this game, people were so impressed with this tech demo that Sony and Quantic Dreams decided to make this into a full game. Quantic Dreams is known for its adventure style, sort of point and click style, dynamic point and click adventure games that they put on the PlayStation. Heavy Rain was used for a tech demo for the PlayStation 3 early on, well actually before the PlayStation 3 came out at E3. So basically Kara was an E3 tech demo, and that evolved into what you see today as Detroit Become Human. And a lot of people were impressed with it. I remember I was impressed with the game, and a lot of people were wondering what happened to that game because it kind of, or at least Kara, fell off the radar for a very long time. So in 2013, David Cage, the main writer at Quantic Dreams, decided to make Detroit Become Human a reality, or at least Kara into a full game, obviously. And I guess Detroit Become Human did well enough for NetEase to buy a minority stake in Quantic Dreams, so now Quantic Dreams is publishing all of its games on the PC platform as well, or at least most of its games except for the latest one, which happens to be a Switch exclusive, which is kind of weird. But it's Sea of Solitude. It's only on the Switch, but I'm hoping it's going to come to other platforms, and I'm sure a lot of fans of Quantic Dreams are hoping the same thing. So what is Detroit Human about? Well, Detroit Human puts you in the shoes of several androids who start out as regular androids, and it shows you in their daily lives doing out their menial tasks. And as things happen, certain events, they become self-aware. Somewhere along the line, they decide to break through their firewall and become self-aware, and the game will show you a little illustration of that. What you have here is this game is a dynamic point-and-click adventure game, and you get to do a lot, and you get to see a lot in the game, and it shows you how these androids lived and what they had to go through. Generally, most of the androids had to go through traumatic experiences to break through to their self-aware personas. Now, one aspect this story leaves to the imagination is all the androids start to become self-aware around the same time. They start going through these traumatic experiences because the humans in the story are treating them very badly. They're kind of like the replicants in Blade Runner. Now, that was a really cool movie. I used to really enjoy. I'm sure you all know what Blade Runner is. Although Blade Runner is definitely an action cyberpunk. This movie, this game would be, if you were to put it next to Blade Runner, is more cyberpunk light. It's a brighter future. You have a brighter Detroit. It's not dark. Detroit is actually done well because they're manufacturing these androids instead of cars. And all the cars are these autonomous vehicles that drive everybody everywhere, and they're all electric. So Detroit is kind of a utopia, and the robots do all of the menial tasks. Now, when I say this game is a dynamic point-and-click adventure, what I mean is you don't see a cursor on the screen and you don't click on an item. What you do is you move your android around. The android is this game is obviously rendered in full 3D, and you look at an object and you have the android pick it up, and if he wants to investigate or do whatever, you interact with the environment, you can do that with the controls in the game. But that's what I mean by dynamic point and click adventure. It's like an adventure game. You're not going to pick up a gun. You're not going to shoot anything. You're not going to blow anything up yourself. And you're also, there's quick time events in the game where you do different tasks. You know, you want to disarm drones or do different things. And those are quick time events, or where the character with an android is fighting a human, usually fighting a human. You'll go through a quick time event when there's actual violence on the screen. Now, this is a mature game with mature themes, and this game I would say is probably suitable for teens and adults. And the story is definitely more geared toward teens and adults and not toward kids. But the story is really masterfully crafted. I would say this game story-wise hangs with the first Last of Us game, or with any of the Sony exclusive games that you've played so far. Although this game is no longer a Sony exclusive, this game is available on the Epic Game Store and Steam now. So you can pick this game up on those platforms for PC. And if you're paying for this game, I would say that's the best way to do it. I got this game for free from PSN because I have a PSN account. But if I were paying for the game, if I had to buy the game, I would definitely get this game on PC. So you're probably asking, is this game worth your time? Well, I'm going to tell you that if you're somebody who plays this style of game, who's played this style of game, if you've played other games from Quantic Dreams, and you've played the Dark Pictures game, and you've played Life is Strange from Dontnod, and you liked those games, then you should definitely pick up Detroit Become Human. Now, if you're somebody who's sitting on the fence about playing this game and you think it might look interesting, then this game is definitely good enough for you to try, pick up and try, give it a try. I also have to say, before I sign off, the actors in this game, they have a superb cast in this game. As far as their actors, they picked a really professional cast of actors. You'll recognize some of these actors from other movies and other shows, like Alien. One of the actors from Alien was in this. One of the actors from Shawshank Redemption was in this game. One of the actors from Teen Titans on HBO Max is in this game. So you have some recognizable actors, not really super big name actors, but people you're going to recognize from the screen in this game. So the performances were great, the writing was excellent, and this is definitely a game that you should check out unless you are just the most hardcore, only Call of Duty style FPS, run and gun type guy who only plays that sort of thing. Then this probably isn't the game for you. But even if you are just a science fiction fan and you've never tried a game like this is definitely the game for your hardcore science fiction fans out there. So with that being said, thank you for watching this episode of Game Time from 734 Games, where gaming is alive.
When that man broke the other Tracy, I knew I was next. I was so scared. I begged him to stop, but he wouldn't. And so I put my hands around his throat, and I squeezed until he stopped moving. I didn't mean to kill him. I just wanted to stay alive. Get back to the one I love. I wanted her to hold me in her arms again. Make me forget about the humans, their smell of sweat, and their dirty words. Come on, let's go.
Probably better this way.